Hello, I'm Chef Michelle Bernstein. Are you using your oven pans to their full potential? Well, join me today as I give you fantastic recipes now on SoFlo Taste. How fun is that? Welcome, y'all. I'm Michelle Bernstein. Welcome to the fabulous Goya Kitchen and the Culinary Lab at Florida Education Institute in Coral Gables. You know, oven pans are wonderful, versatile kitchen tools. They can help you with a myriad of kitchen jobs, including cooking a whole meal on them. Yep, a whole meal. Today, I thought it would be fun to give you some of my favorite recipes for an oven pan. So let's get cooking. I have one in the oven now. This one is cast iron, and I just threw some chicken breasts on boneless, skinless chicken breast, by the way, in the pan. So I'm going to make you, I guess you could call this a pepperoni chicken, because we're going to throw some pepperoni and mozzarella cheese and melt it into gooiness. So let's see how this is doing. I just wanted to give it a little touch in the oven before we started, which I believe we're about to do. So I have a feeling the bottom part of this is already a little bit cooked. That's exactly what I wanted. I don't want to overcook this. I wanted to get one side of it somewhat cooked so that we can go ahead and top it and finish cooking it on the other side. This will go away. All right, so this is how you get this done. You get your favorite pepperoni. And by the way, everything that I'm using today, all of these proteins, came to us by Milam's Markets. It's the last call for stone crabs, by the way. Before the season ends, pick some up at any of the Milams in the SoFlo or order them online for delivery. Take advantage of this. Save $15 on your first order on Instagram. As always, Milams can help you make the recipes I'm making today or any day. Visit any of the 6 SoFlo Milam's Markets or go to milamsmarkets.com, and I will see you at Milam's. All right, so let's get this pepperoni evenly on the chicken breasts. I know this is really simple, but I was watching my son eat pepperoni pizza the other day, and I thought, wow, I wish there was a little better protein somewhere on this pizza for him, because, you know, sometimes you just have to get food in your kids. And I came up with this dish because I think he would eat this up like crazy. It's not spicy. It's just simple and yummy and gooey. All right, so once you line up the pepperoni like so, all you have to do is place some slices of mozzarella. I tried it first with fancy mozzarella, by the way, you know, balls of mozzarella freshly made. That did not do very well. It melted away and then it became kind of stiff and hard. So I went with traditional sliced mozzarella from your simple deli, and boy, did that work out well. So just a couple slices on these. I think sometimes, you know, chefs overthink everything, and sometimes when I get a little too chefy, it just doesn't work out the way I really thought it would. All right. Let's do one more. So I'm going to add some tomato sauce to this pan to really make it look like a pizza. Plus, I think it'll be yummier with tomato sauce anyway. So you can put your tomato sauce in a little pot like I have it right here. I mean, I always have some that I make in my freezer, but you don't have to do it, especially for this recipe. I think do the easiest thing you can. Go ahead and purchase some of your favorite or your kids' favorite tomato sauce. Dot it around. All right, I'm gonna go back in the oven. Doesn't have to go for too long. Again, they are boneless, skinless breasts. So come back quick. I'll see you soon here on The Taste. Bye. SoFloShows.com is a great place to celebrate the food of South Florida. It's also the place to ask me a question or make a comment, especially a good comment. Again, SoFloShows.com.
Come back to the Goya Kitchen at the Culinary Lab at Florida Education Institute. Chef Michelle and the food. This is SoFlo Taste.
Hello again, I'm Chef Michelle Bernstein. Thank you for coming back to SoFlo Taste and my one-pan recipes. So I wanted to introduce you again because Isamar has been here before. This is Isamar Leal. She is the culinary director here at FEI. Thank you for being here again.
Thank you so much, Michelle. Gracias otra vez por tenerme aquí contigo.
Linda, por supuesto. Siempre orgullosa de estar contigo.
Sí.
I love having Isamar here. She's such a sweetheart. What's going on?
A lot of new things. I was just having dinner that students made for this final exam. Amazing, amazing.
Did they all get A's?
How can they not? I mean, it's so nice to see the whole journey. So they get to experience from the beginning to end, creation of the menu, all that.
By the way, I saw the table that they set and it was stunning.
It was magical.
It was really beautiful.
It was very special for them because we brought guests. So they got to network. They got to see what they have, when they go to work.
Am I incorrect? Did I see tableside cooking too?
Yes. Oh. They make everything in front of the,
Everything in front of the guests?
Everything. Like the Caesar salad, steak tartare, they make the dessert, they make crepes Suzette. They almost set everything on fire, but we're good. We're good.
I did that once in culinary school, which is why I never ever light a fire with alcohol again. Anyway, I'm not allowed.
It's the best part though.
So today I'm making everything that you can cook in a pan so that you don't make a huge mess and not a lot of heat, right? So this is a chicken pepperoni kind of melty, gooey mozzarella thing.
It smells delicious.
Simple, very simple. With little basil and parsley I threw on top. So now I'm gonna make lamb meatballs. So I'll jump into the meatball. I thought it would be cool to make a little yogurt drizzle.
Perfect.
Yeah?
So,
So you have olive oil, you have lemon, you have salt. There's pepper below you.
Okay.
If you want to jump right in and just make something a little runny.
Okay, of
that would
course.
be amazing. Not too runny though, because we're going to put it down first.
All right, got it.
All right. So let me teach you all how to make a lamb meatball. This is ground lamb. It is delicious. If lamb is not your thing, you can definitely use ground beef instead. But I highly recommend you try it because lamb is delicious,
it's
right?
Delicious.
So good. First thing I do is season this really heavily with salt. Then we're going to use a little bit of comino, cumin, and a little bit of coriander.
Tamari,
Just
a
to
little
get
bit of
flavor.
lemon, chef?
You're going to do lemon, yes, please, chef. All right, then a couple of eggs go in here. We have chopped dill and chopped parsley here. And I'm also going to use some of that yogurt because not only does it make the meatballs more tender, right?
Yeah.
But it also softens the flavor of the lamb.
Correct.
So some people don't love the flavor of lamb, they like it. So this is for all of you out there that like it to be a little softer.
Yes.
I'm going to add some Italian breadcrumb as well to this.
Creamy.
And there we go.
Like
it
that?
should be a really nice tender. Yeah, that's actually perfect.
Okay, good.
All right, so Isa, what you're going to do is give me a big old spoon like of all this, the whole thing, down flat.
You got it.
So that we can top it with the lamb meatballs. So, I love little tiny meatballs, and that's actually what I made today. Were little meatballs because to me, if you're going to put them on a sheet pan or any type of a cooking pan, they'll definitely cook all the way through and not get too overly caramelized. Because if not, you have a really crusty meatball on the outside and undercooked on the inside.
And undercooked, you got it.
And that's not fun.
It's gonna be evenly cooked.
Yeah, we want it nice and moist.
Just like this. I think I didn't add the molasses, but you added it.
No, we're gonna do that you're gonna help me do that right at the end.
Perfect.
As a matter of fact, I think our meatballs are ready.
Oh,
do you
my God.
There's some little
You got
pads
it.
on the top. Do you mind?
Yes, chef.
You can put it right next to you, Amorcita. You can go right on the table where you were working. I made you a space.
Thank you, sir.
All right, so this is what the mix looks like
Behind.
when everything is well combined. So what you do is you can take just a little small amount, or there's actually a scooper you can use. It's up to you. I love scoopers because they're always the same size,
They're
right?
the same size.
Yeah.
It's good for the kids.
It's great for the kids.
I love it when they just start doing that. And
But this is the size of it. It's really nice and small, and they're very fluffy and very light. So I'd love you to start putting some on the platter if you don't mind.
yes.
Thank you, Amor. You're very helpful.
Ay, no, gracias
I really
a ti.
appreciate it.
Okay, vamos a ver. Really hot.
They're pretty though, no?
Yeah. They're crispy. They look very even.
So I brought some little fun things to go with the meatballs. Let me talk about that real quick. So I have pomegranate molasses. I've got really good extra virgin olive oil, which I always have, but I also have fresh pomegranate. We also made a little salad of chopped cucumber, tomato, and onion with just a little bit of lemon, thank you, Chef, and olive oil and salt.
This will be enough,
That's
right?
perfect.
Okay.
I'll put that over on the side. Then a little drizzle of oil.
Molasses.
Molasses.
That's the best
It's
touch.
cool, right?
Yeah.
The pomegranate molasses, which go beautifully with lamb. Such a beautiful combination.
Mediterranean flavor.
Fresh pomegranate. Let's put just a little lemon right on the side for people to serve themselves, and never forget crunchy salt right over the top. By the way, to get in touch with the school, you have to go to fei.edu/culinary-arts or call the admissions department if you're interested in coming to this incredible school at 305-444-1515. We love you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you,
you, thank you,
Isabel.
thank you, thank you,
Te
thank
quiero
you.
mucho. Gracias por estar acá.
Gracias a ti.
See you guys in a minute for the next one. We'll see what's cooking on SoFlo Taste right after this.
It's a Milam's Markets Minute. Here's Melinda Harper.
One of the things that I love about Milam's is you make grab and go so easy. If you want to stop by for a quick lunch, maybe grab a salad.
Yeah, it's perfect for yourself or if you need to send a lunch for your kids at school. But again, yeah, all homemade here, the sandwiches, wraps, salads. And I'm too lazy to cut fruit myself, so every time I come grocery shopping, which is often, I'm always buying the cut fruit, especially what's on sale. And if you're needing more, we also have a huge platter selection. You can order online or order at the store. We have the big fresh fruit, so juicy, and some cut vegetables. But if you're looking for more savory, sushi, delicious, fried chicken. We have popcorn chicken, chicken tenders, or our homemade tuna salad, egg salad, and chicken salad, all in these little bite-sized croissants. So whether you're needing a quick grab and go lunch for yourself or your kids or your family, or you need something larger like one of these big party platters, stop by one of our 6 stores in Miami-Dade County or order online. You can get all of our platters delivered to your door. These platters are delicious. You've got to give it a try.
So good.
Welcome back to SoFlo Taste and Cooking in One Pan. So this one is a bit of a surprise, maybe to you, maybe to me, because I've never done it before, but I'm excited to try. I'm trying to come up with a good way to do shrimp scampi in one pan, but I didn't want to stop there because I love to eat scampi with either pasta, but I'm trying to eat lighter. I had to throw a little baguette in there because I just had to, but I also thought it would be kind of cool to add a vegetable and maybe, I'm calling the tomato a fruit because it is one, for color. So let's get started on what we're gonna flavor the shrimp with to make it kind of scampi flavors. So right here I have softened butter. It's just been sitting out at room temperature. I'm gonna add a little touch of white wine, but for those that are with kids, just so you know, the wine will evaporate, all the alcohol will be gone as it cooks. So just blend that in, or you can just forego the wine, it doesn't really matter. Lemon zest, really important to have some nice fresh lemon in here. So let's go ahead and zest at least 1 lemon to start. I think I'll finish with the juice of the lemon and not put it in yet as far as flavoring goes. I don't want it to be too juicy. I want it to be more buttery. So we've got only the zest for now. Garlic, extremely important for the scampi flavor. Fresh garlic. Parsley. And let's go ahead and season this heavily with a nice amount of salt. If I had white pepper, I'd be using it, but I don't, so I'm just going to use some black pepper. And go ahead and mix all of these ingredients together. And already, this smells good, and it's already going to taste great. So, I have the fennel already cooking because the fennel will take a little bit longer than the shrimp. So I cut them kind of medium size, put them in the oven with a touch of olive oil. And they already started getting nice and roasty. Next thing I'm going to do is place, actually let me use this, place shrimp down on the pan. These are nice, juicy sized shrimp. These are about a 10 per pound shrimp. These also came from Milam's Markets. Thank you guys over there. You guys have been wonderful with us. I appreciate it. Lay these down. This should be enough for all of y'all in here to taste. All right, next I'm gonna add these gorgeous little tomatoes on their vines. Place these right up here. I think I'm gonna go ahead and cut this baguette lengthwise in half, like so. Just to open it up a little bit, and place this also on the sheet pan. And this can all cook together. One here, one here. And then finally, we're gonna add the scampi flavors to the pan. So a nice big old spoonful of our, what I now can call a compound butter on top of each shrimp. Will melt as it cooks and flavor these shrimp just beautifully. Some might stretch over to the fennel, even to the tomato or the bread, which I will invite it to because it's all great flavor. All right, I'm gonna put this in the oven, come right back. Let's see how our, and I'm calling it a quote unquote shrimp scampi, comes out. A little sprinkle of salt. Okay, so I'm popping that in the oven. We'll see how it comes out, and I will see y'all in a minute. Can't remember what I topped my ceviche with or the recipe for my mother's flan? Go to SoFloShows.com and look it up. You'll find every recipe from apple crisp to zabaglione and everyone in between. That's SoFloShows.com. Stay tuned to SoFlo Taste. We'll be right back. Welcome back to SoFlo Taste. Here I am trying to make shrimp scampi on a one pan in the oven along with other vegetables. Let's see how it's coming along. It's pretty. All right. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Even the bread is gorgeously toasty. By gosh, it worked. All right, what should go first? I think the bread should go on the platter first and get dirty with all the juices. Yeah, that's first for sure. I'm gonna place the shrimp. Guys, doesn't this smell good? Can you smell it? Yeah. Oof. And I'm gonna keep all the good green herbage. I don't know if I told you, but I did line this with parchment paper. It just helps from anything sticking, and everything just kind of pours right off afterwards, which is great. So we've got this beautiful tomatoes, which are now roasty on the stem, like so. And finally, my biggest crutch in cooking, fennel, because I love it and I use it on maybe too many things, but I can't help it. I'm pouring some of the juices over the shrimp, over the bread, and then some of that roasty fennel, which is really going to just freshen everything up in your mouth. Oof. Now this is one happy dish. I've got a little bit of lemon to squeeze right over the shrimp and myself, and some big old Maldon salt for everything. Look how beautiful this is. My goodness, do you have a greater respect for baking pans now? I mean, it is a great, easy way to think about food prep. Give it a try and give these recipes a try, because I think you will like them, maybe even love them. And here's how you can get their recipes. Y'all see this QR code? Well, just scan it with your phone's camera for a quick trip to the SoFlo shows page, where you can find today's recipes and recipes from previous shows. So taste buds, let's get together again, because I love cooking for you. I really do. Goodbye, mwah, and good taste.